guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm just going to be talking a little bit about budgeting. So it's not going to be a very long video, as I will be making an updated video in a few weeks time, because I'll be having my student finance by then and things like that, so it'll be easier to determine how much I actually earn from work and finance and things like that. And I'll make a more updated version on everything as a whole, basically. So in this video, I'm only going to be talking about money that I get from work. And I'm not going to say how much I get from work or exactly how much I get from work, because one, I don't want anyone to know my exact finances, and two, obviously I won't actually know how much I get from work myself until I actually get it. So what I'm going to be talking about is the 50-30-20 rule. So a lot of people probably have heard about this already. And yeah, no, obviously I'm not a financial advisor. No, I'm not I'm not qualified to tell you what to do with your money. But I'm just making this video obviously saying how I'm gonna use my money as a student, just in general, and if you want to go off these as well, then go for it. I know I said in my last video that this video or the next one might be obviously more about the food shop that I did, but that is going to be coming. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I promise you I will make a video on like per meal and everything like that in the near future. So I do have a notebook here. As I said, this is going to be money-wise I only get from work. And because I'm a student, and luckily, all my finance pays for my living expenses. So for the 50-30-20 rule, usually would be 50% would be for your needs, which would either be, rent, food, medical, everything like that. But because my finance helps me with all of that I could put it towards something else. The 30% would be for your needs, such as, if you want to go out for food, if you want to save up for that new car, new watch, whatever you want to get. And the 20% would be savings. But again, because my finance does pay for my living expenses and my food bill, and because everything in my accommodation or the bills are paid for, so all I really have to pay for is living expenses and food, and obviously whatever else I want throughout the week. And as I said earlier, I will do an updated version of budgeting video in a few weeks once I get my finance in, and then I'll talk a bit more about that. But as I said, the work money and the finance money as well is going to probably be the 50-30-20 rule. But probably not actually, because obviously that's going to go towards, the bills and food and that anyway. So obviously the work money I can just do whatever I want with. Obviously I'm going to be smart about it, because again, I'm just going to repeat that I'm a student, don't know why I do that, but because I'm a student, I'm on a really low tax bracket, so I don't have to pay much tax at all, if any. So a few months back, or probably a few weeks back, I actually earned around £400, and because I'm a student, I paid less than £10 in tax. I'm probably being a bit dramatic, but it wasn't much more than that if that was the case. So it's not even 20%, it's not even 10%. So it's a really low tax bracket. So in this time, I have to take consideration and make it worth the while, basically. So for my actual work money, it's I've drawn out a little list here, which I'll put on the screen somewhere. So what I've done, I'll see if you can show a little bit actually. It's in pencil, so I don't know if you can see it, but again, I'll put it on the screen. So what I've done is write down what the date I'll be getting paid on is. Because I get a pay slip a few days before I actually get paid, and I get paid every Friday from work. So I might do, 2 lists, like the expected and then the actual amount I get. Or just 1 list, and then I'll wait till I actually get my pay slip and then do it from there. Because I get my pay slip on maybe late afternoon on a Wednesday, so I've got a few days to actually sort everything out. Anyway, so because finance pays for my living expenses and that, what I have done with the 50-30-20 rule is 50% is going to go into investing. So obviously you guys know, if you've seen my videos, I get singing lessons, I get piano lessons, so the money for that can possibly come out of the investing pot, as it is an investment for my singing lessons and my piano lessons for the future. 30% is savings. So this is the money that I'm not going to be touching unless I really have to. Unless I'm like, can't pay any of my bills, about to be homeless, can't afford any food. That's not being touched. So, and most of that's going to be saved for over the next 3 years, because I'll be going to do my masters, hopefully in London, and that's going to be expensive. So, as I said, that 30% saving is going to not be touched unless I really, really have to. And the 20% is from miscellaneous. Misc? I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Wants, I guess. So, it's going to be if, I want to save up for a holiday, if I want to go out for food, and things like that. Because, watching musicals, watching operas, I've actually booked an opera in October to go and see, so I can't remember which one it was, so, yeah, I can remember what it was actually called. So I'm going to go and watch that, and the ticket was like £68 or something, so obviously, if I want to go to watch anything like that, it's going to come out of the wants. And also, singing lessons, piano lessons. Hi. So, piano lessons, singing lessons can also come out of the wants, or the MISC. So, that money can come out of the investments or the miscellaneous. I'm still probably not saying it right, but that money. So, yeah. So the finance is going to pay for the bills that I really need, such as my food, my actual accommodation, if I need any prescriptions and everything like that. So that's going to be covered. So I'm not entirely sure how much I'm going to have left over after paying the rent. But basically, the rent payment is, I think it's 4 payments in a year, or 3 payments in a year. So you get a load of money, pay off that rent for that time, and then whatever you got left, you have to spread it out. I think, don't quote me on it, I haven't done all the working out yet. I think after I pay my rents, I'll still have £120 left over for the week from my finances. So, yeah, so, that's being paid. My actual finance, maybe £120 a week left over, if whatever I want to do with that. That can go into my singing lessons and everything as well. Or, that can come out of any of these, but not the savings. And obviously the investments can go up to that as well. And if you actually want to see in the future what my investments money actually goes into, then I can definitely make a video on that. Or if you want to see it. So if you do want to see that, let me know in the comments down below, or, you know, subscribe, turn notifications on to get notified for it. So yeah, so that's basically this video. It's just a little kind of budgeting video. Next video will be more up to date, will be more together, you know, all the money I'll be getting will be in one pot, and I will work out everything. I might actually get a whiteboard or something like that if you want to see that. It might be easier just to, you know, talk to the camera and just write it down on the whiteboard. So, as I said, yeah, that's it for this video. It's not really a long video, but an updated version will be up at some point. If you want to see it, again, subscribe. But yeah, so that's it really. Again, I'm not a financial advisor and I can't tell you what to do with your money. But if you want to have any ideas of this, go ahead. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.